Good morning, everyone. Today I have a review for a very lovely kit from VIP Cross Stitch. Okay, so I am so sorry yet again for taking my sweet time uploading videos. This time my Wi-Fi is still slow, but at least it's working. But unfortunately, all of the outlets in my entire living room have stopped working. And unfortunately, that is where my desk is. So it's been nearly impossible, or at least very irritating, to try and record videos and upload them on my PC when I have to move around all these extension cords leading from other parts of the house just to be able to do so. So I don't know if that's going to get resolved at any time or any point in time soon, just because that's how life is. Life keeps coming at me, but I will keep doing my best to try and bring you guys videos. So today I have a very lovely cross stitch that was so kindly sent to me from VIP Cross Stitch. You probably have recognized that I work with them quite frequently, and they are one of my very first go-to budget-friendly shops. They seem to be the ones that have all the new kits being released first, maybe followed by Biggest Craft and then the other ones, but VIP really is on top of things, so I always go to them first to see if new kits have come out. So today I was sent, oh, that's upside down, this very lovely koi fish cross stitch. And this one is a Mona Lisa brand. It is 11 count, which means it is 147 by 51 stitches. And this one is silk. Yep. This is probably, or yeah, I'm gonna say probably because I'm not 100% sure. This is probably my largest silk kit to date now, but I just thought it was so simplistic and beautiful. And if you guys remember when I first started collecting all of those girl cross stitch kits, it was like the main focus was the girl, and then they had some nice simplistic background, kind of like what this one looks like. So it's definitely right up my alley. All right, so the price of this kit is $23.69. But VIP Cross Stitch does have discount codes. I will be putting my personal discount code down in the description box below. That just kind of lets them know that my videos are getting viewed and you're enjoying seeing what they've sent me or what I've chosen. So making a purchase with that really does help me out. So VIP Cross Stitch is a cross stitch only website, but they do have tons of cross stitch and they're always releasing new ones. So as I always say before I go to bed, I like to browse their website and just add things to my wish list. Doesn't mean I'm necessarily gonna buy it, but that's just how life goes. So on their website right now, they have their own 8% off code, which is VCS08. They have the option to buy 3 and get 1 free, which means you add 4 to your cart and the cheapest one is free. And then you get free shipping if you spend $55 in US dollars. So those are just some of the things they have. They also allow you to organize the cross stitches through maybe like themes, animals, holidays. You can sort it through like 14 count, 11 count, 16 count, whatever you want to do. All right, so let's get into this kit and see what this consists of. I'm gonna move all this out the way for now. And we'll start with the paper pattern. This isn't necessarily paper pattern. So this is just instructions in case you were new to stamped cross stitch. It shows you what count uses how many strands. You can see here there's 6 in each thread, and you only use 3 for 11 count and 2 for 14. And then here just kind of shows you how to pick your colors and stitch it on the right symbol. And there's also instructions on washing, ironing, and they even have some sample stitches down here, but I'm pretty sure this one here is going to be all full crosses. Okay. So the paper pattern here is kind of pretty small. And you can't really see the individual blocks in all of the yellow spots, but once you get to the fish, you can see what the symbols are. Now, I don't think that's a big deal, if it's even a deal at all, because, you know, obviously the yellow is all one color, and so we really only need to be seeing what's going on with the fish. And it does flop, so it's just a two-sided page with all of the image on it, and you can tell right away this is hand charted, which is very nice. And these are very clearly printed, regardless of the yellow not being very visible. There you go. All right, and on this side we do have a little legend, and it looks like we get 36 colors. Now these sample symbols here, they're in clusters. It's not what an individual symbol looks like. This is what a group of the symbols looks like. And that's just something Mona Lisa tends to do. I think there's another brand that does it, but I'm not sure. That might also be Mona Lisa. Well, the more you buy, the more you learn. So the first thing I'm noticing here is we do have a selvage edge, which does happen with bigger, longer, or taller canvases. So that's perfectly fine. If anything, it just gives you more fabric. But this, oop, sorry, I just hit the camera. This is serged on the edges. And we do have, let me see if I can find a way to show you this. We do have a nice and large legend, so you can see your symbols a little bit better on here. Now I'm going to scroll this up first because this is longer than it is wide, and you can tell this is a partial. We're not stitching all the way out to the edge. It's quite literally just this here and then whatever sticks out. Very long, so long. But, you know, this is the style that I tend to go for, isn't it? And now while this is right here, you can see how clear the printing is on this as well. And even though there's lots of different red symbols, they are still easy to tell apart. And that's just one of the perks of getting an 11 count, is because it is printed so large. Let's look at the stitches and the symbols on this guy. See? So easy. So easy. Lots of color blocking out the background. That one's gonna be tough. Now, if this were a spring kit, spring does sometimes, when you get a kit that has kind of this tan background, spring sometimes does give you a kind of tannish canvas, but I don't know if they would with this one because of where some of it's hanging off the edge like that. It might make it a little bit more difficult. Right, I'm gonna set this here real quick. And I do wanna say, this is stiff, but this is stiff in the way where it feels like it's gonna loosen up very quickly in your hands. Not the kind of stiff where you're gonna be fighting for it the majority of the time you're working on it. Okay, we did get a toolkit. So that consists of, well, it's kind of shiny. 5 needles typically is what's in there. An adjustable thimble, a needle threader, and then the pom-pom is solely to be holding the needles, so I'm not quite sure why Mona Lisa kits always just have the needles floating in the bag, especially for someone like me who always stabs herself. Alright, so we have 36 colors, in case you needed a little refresher, and let's look at colors 1 through 18. And look how shiny that silk is. And now 19 through 36. And this is a heavier thread to be working with, and it does get a little bit tricky at times. And I'm going to show you real quick all of this together. Look how smooth it is. It feels so lovely. I know it feels a little bit rougher worked up than it does when it's just hanging though. So keep that in mind. It's not gonna make your cross stitch feel like silk. It just makes it shimmer a little bit more, if that makes sense. I don't know. It gives a certain look to it. And if you're sitting here thinking that this doesn't look like enough thread for this, you are absolutely right. Here's the rest. And I did actually record this video once before. I accidentally had my audio off, but I did open this and check. Everything in here is labeled with the corresponding number on the canvas. Let's fold this up now. And I should, look at me go. Okay, I'm gonna put this here, put this here, slap that back in there, then close it, and I will be right back. Alright, so before I end this video, I do want to just give a little bit of a suggestion if you are new to using the silk kits. It's not real silk, of course, otherwise that would run you a ton of money. So with these silk kits, the threads do tend to fray and kind of not sit as flat as you'd want. So if you want really flat stitches, I'd recommend going ahead and purchasing some wax for your thread. Now, if you don't know what that looks like, mine is buried in my closet right now, so I'll put a picture on screen here, and I will link this kit and the thread wax down below in the description box for you. So that's what that looks like. They actually have a few versions. I'll make sure to put them both up there for you so you can see. But those just kind of help hold your threads together, and they are water soluble, so it washes out when you wash your canvas anyways. But it can be a real saver when you struggle, or if you struggle to use these silk threads. Thankfully, I somehow seem to be pretty good at doing them without it. Alright, well, I want to give a great big thank you to VIP Cross Stitch. I absolutely love your website. I pretty much live on your website, and I cannot thank you enough for sending me these lovely kits. This is probably my new favorite silk kit, and I cannot wait to get started on it. Alright, everybody, thank you for clicking on my video. Even though I haven't been exactly consistent, I am trying my best to resolve all the issues, and my friend is showing up next Friday, which is a week from the day of me recording this. I will try and record another video and have it ready to be uploaded for the time he is here, but with how my life is working out right now, at least technology-wise, I'm not totally sure how functional it's going to be. I might just have to start recording with my phone again and not editing my videos for a while, but we'll figure it out as we go. Alright, thank you guys for coming. I miss you all so much. You know what to do, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!